Hey guys, today I'm gonna do a review on the old Schleich T-Rex. Emphasis on old. And also, if this figure falls over, not my fault, it's an old figure, very wobbly. Legs are kind of rubbery. Not exactly a fan of rubbery dinosaur figures, so yeah, sorry if I can't get that much detail. I mean, I'll try and turn off the camera to get, not the camera, the light. Yeah, I'm sorry it's a little, oh crap. Yeah, sorry it's a little dim. Yeah. Yeah, it's because I'm recording it at night and the area I'm in when it's night doesn't get a lot of light, so I usually use natural light, but in case of emergency I use on my lamp. But yeah, let's get started on the actual review. This is the old Schleich T-Rex figure. It's the second figure. My personal favorite because it's not standing like the old, like an old one, like an old version of T-Rex. And I personally just love this figure. I mean, yeah, it has the walking with dinosaur syndrome, I guess you could call it, where it has an incredibly short tail. I mean, look at it. There's like no length to it whatsoever. But granted, every other Schleich figure they did had short tails. I mean, if I'll go grab, because I have a whole bunch of older figures, if I go grab the Torosaurus, may have it. But yeah, that's the next episode, so I'll do that then. Yeah, it has walking with dinosaur syndrome. So what? Yeah, the head's for an old Schleich figure. Yeah, it's pretty much it. And it's kind of a beat down figure. I mean, some people that actually look for this in figures to see that they've actually been played with. Yeah, you can definitely tell on the claws it's been played with. But teeth, I want to get like this figure like painted up and looking brand new because this is one of my favorite. Also, I have to hold it by the legs because it's so wobbly. And I'll show you. It's hilarious how when I tried to get it to stand on my shelf, all it did was wobble. That and the, what the hell was that figure called? Mapusaurus. It need like a straight, like probably like a little bit off so it doesn't balance out. Yeah, I mean, but granted, it's just an older figure, so I may have to like put in water, hot water, move the legs out a little bit. Yeah, but it stands good on my shelf, so there's really no worry. This never got a repaint. Yeah. I mean, also, I do not have the new one. So I can't really be, I don't even know at this point. So I can't be very judgmental that this was an old figure and the new one's way better, because I don't have the old one. And the new one. This is the old one. Not the oldest. The oldest Rex I do not have. That was like a 90s figure. Well, this is like the, I think maybe 2006. Yeah, 2006, because like a lot of the oldish like figures tend to be kind of a little faker. This is when they started to get a little bit more realistic. Heck, it was probably I don't even, well, from what I know is like some of the older figures are like really non-good looking, but like as they move on they get like really realistic. So much if I grab the Carnotaurus, I'll actually show you to, it gets so realistic to a point it starts looking fake. That's how good it is. Because if you look at the Carnotaurus, it's very realistic, and that's not exactly that realistic. But yeah, so what are my recommendations on it? If you can find one, grab it. It's not exactly the most realistic. Mine's kind of worn down, so it's not going to look like this. Like, the snout's going to be that color, like the rest of the body. Like, I'd love to get, like, this figure just, like, redone and painted up. Don't care if I have to spend, like, some money. Don't care if I had to pay, like, $20 just to get this figure redone and looking all shiny and new. Yeah, that's like one problem I do have with this figure is kind of the rubbery legs. But what you can do, it's an old Schleich figure. Every other company had solid legs. But I digress. Well, they're not that rubbery, they just kind of feel flimsy. But not like flimsy enough I'll just like snap it off. But flimsy enough where it's pretty much that flimsy. Where like if you bend it out like a little bit, it'll fall. But what do I say about this figure? Find it, grab it, just, yeah. And this is at a point where old Schleich where they either had stripes or they were pretty much like one color. Next review will not be on the Carnotaurus but the Torosaurus. So yeah, hope you look forward to the next review. Cause next we're gonna stay classic and go with the Schleich Tyranosaurs, cause like nobody has that. Because nobody really has a Torosaurus except for Schleich. Well, actually, now I think a lot of people have a Torosaurus figure, but it's like one. Like, this is Schleich's Torosaurus figure. Collector has one. Safari LTD has one. For granted, I don't expect Papo to have one because, I mean, they're stinging Papo. Can't even get feathers on a Velociraptor because they want to cash in on Jurassic Park. But check it out, Torosaurus review coming up next.